Hey there, pet lovers. Today, we're diving into an often overlooked topic that deserves much more attention: loneliness in our feline companions. Cats have long been characterized as independent creatures who prefer solitude, but this common misconception can lead many cat parents to miss crucial signs that their furry friend is actually craving more companionship and stimulation. While cats may not show their social needs as overtly as dogs do, they are indeed social creatures with emotional requirements that need fulfilling. In the wild, feral cats typically live in colonies, engaging in mutual grooming, playing, and forming complex social bonds. Our domestic cats retain these social instincts, even if they express them differently than their canine counterparts. Today, we're uncovering 10 hidden signs your cat might be experiencing loneliness. We'll explore what these signs mean, how to identify them in your own cat's behavior, and, most importantly, what practical steps you can take to help your feline friend feel happier, more engaged, and emotionally fulfilled. By the end of this discussion, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of your cat's social needs and actionable strategies to enhance their well-being. Before diving into the specific signs, let's address the fundamental question: can cats truly experience loneliness? The answer is a resounding yes. Despite their reputation for independence, cats are actually quite social animals. In their natural habitat, cats form colonies where they engage in mutual grooming, play, and various forms of social interaction. Domestic cats may not require the intense pack structure that dogs thrive in, but they still depend heavily on us for emotional fulfillment, mental stimulation, and regular social contact. When these needs aren't adequately met, cats can experience genuine loneliness that affects both their psychological and physical health. Research in feline behavior has shown that cats form strong attachments to their human caregivers, often displaying behaviors similar to those seen in human-infant relationships. They recognize their owners' voices, respond to their emotional states, and seek comfort from them during times of stress. This capacity for attachment means they can also experience distress when separated from their bonded companions, whether human or fellow feline. Prolonged loneliness in cats can manifest as stress, anxiety, depression, and various behavioral issues. It may even compromise their immune system, making them more susceptible to illness. Understanding that your cat has genuine social needs is the first step toward ensuring their complete well-being. One of the most noticeable signs that your cat might be feeling lonely is an increase in vocalization. Cats are sophisticated communicators, and meowing is primarily a behavior they've developed to interact with humans. If your typically quiet cat suddenly becomes a chatterbox, they might be trying to tell you they're craving more attention and companionship. Pay close attention to when the excessive meowing occurs. Does your cat call out when you're in another room? Do they vocalize more when you're getting ready to leave the house or when you've been away for extended periods? These patterns can indicate that your cat is expressing distress about being alone. While some breeds like Siamese, Oriental Shorthairs, and Bengals are naturally more talkative, a significant change in your individual cat's vocal patterns deserves attention. Your cat might be literally calling out for more interaction, essentially saying, "Hey, I'm over here, and I need some company." It's worth noting that excessive meowing can sometimes indicate medical issues like hyperthyroidism or cognitive dysfunction in older cats, so if this behavior persists despite increased attention, a veterinary checkup would be prudent. However, in many cases, simply dedicating more quality time to your cat can significantly reduce excessive vocalization. Cats are fastidious groomers by nature, typically spending between 30 to 50% of their waking hours maintaining their coat. However, when loneliness or anxiety strikes, this natural behavior can become excessive and harmful. Overgrooming is a self-soothing mechanism that cats employ when they're feeling stressed or emotionally unfulfilled. You might notice your cat licking or chewing the same spot repeatedly, leading to thinning fur, bald patches, or irritated skin. Common areas for overgrooming include the belly, inner thighs, and forearms. This behavior often goes unnoticed until the physical evidence becomes apparent, as cats frequently engage in this behavior privately, or when owners are asleep or away. While medical conditions like allergies, parasites, or skin infections can cause similar symptoms, psychological factors like loneliness are frequently the underlying cause when no physical ailments are found. If your veterinarian has ruled out medical issues, consider whether your cat might be seeking comfort through self-grooming because they're lacking social interaction. Providing more attention, interactive play sessions, and environmental enrichment can help reduce this behavior. In more severe cases, your veterinarian might recommend behavioral modification techniques or even anti-anxiety medications to break the cycle of overgrooming while you work on addressing the root cause. When cats feel lonely or understimulated, they often express their frustration through destructive behaviors. If you're coming home to shredded furniture, chewed plants, knocked over items, or scratched wallpaper, your cat might be telling you they need more engagement in their life. This behavior isn't about spite or being naughty. It's about fulfilling natural instincts that aren't being satisfied through appropriate outlets. In the wild, cats spend significant time hunting, exploring, and engaging with their environment. When confined to a home without adequate stimulation, they'll create their own entertainment, even if it means destroying your belongings. Destructive behavior often intensifies when cats are left alone for long periods. They may target objects that carry your scent, like books or clothing, as a way of seeking connection with you. They might also focus their energy on areas where they can see outside, like window treatments, expressing frustration at being unable to access the stimulating outdoor environment. Addressing destructive behavior requires understanding it as a symptom, rather than the problem itself. Providing appropriate outlets for natural behaviors, scratching posts for claw maintenance, climbing structures for vertical exploration, and interactive toys for hunting simulation, can dramatically reduce destruction around your home, while simultaneously alleviating your cat's loneliness. While cats are naturally prolific sleepers, averaging 12 to 16 hours of sleep daily, a sudden increase beyond their normal patterns can signal emotional distress. A lonely cat might retreat into excessive sleep as a way of coping with boredom or depression. Pay attention to your cat's sleep quality as well as quantity. A content cat typically enjoys deep, relaxed sleep with periods of alertness and activity in between. A lonely cat might sleep more fitfully or appear to be sleeping simply because they have nothing better to do. They may seem lethargic even during traditional active periods, like dawn and dusk. If your cat seems to be sleeping almost constantly, shows little interest in play or exploration when awake, or appears to be going through the motions without enthusiasm, loneliness could be a factor. Cats who are emotionally fulfilled typically display periods of curiosity, playfulness, and engagement with their environment, even if these active windows are relatively brief. Creating a more stimulating environment and establishing regular interactive play sessions can help reduce excessive sleeping and restore your cat's natural activity cycles. Even elderly cats benefit from appropriate mental and physical stimulation tailored to their abilities. A healthy cat rarely refuses food, so when your feline friend suddenly shows disinterest in mealtime, it's cause for concern. While medical issues often cause appetite changes, emotional distress, including loneliness, can significantly impact eating habits. Cats experiencing loneliness may approach their food bowl with less enthusiasm, eat smaller portions, or abandon meals altogether. Some lonely cats may also display the opposite behavior, overeating for comfort or out of boredom. Either extreme represents a potential response to emotional distress. Social eating is important for many cats. In feral colonies, mealtime is often a communal activity. Your domestic cat might feel the absence of companionship most acutely during feeding times, especially if you've previously established a routine of being present while they eat. If your cat's appetite has changed and medical causes have been ruled out, try making mealtimes more interactive and social. Consider feeding smaller, more frequent meals when you're home, using puzzle feeders to make solo eating more engaging, or simply sitting nearby and talking softly to your cat while they eat. These small adjustments can make a significant difference for a cat that associates eating with social bonding. While it might seem counterintuitive, some cats respond to loneliness by withdrawing further. If your normally sociable cat begins spending unusual amounts of time under the bed, in closets, or in other isolated spots, they might actually be expressing emotional distress rather than a desire for solitude. This paradoxical reaction often occurs when cats feel overwhelmed by their emotions or environment. A lonely cat might retreat to small, dark spaces as a self-soothing mechanism, similar to how humans might withdraw when feeling depressed. This behavior is particularly common in cats adjusting to new environments, changes in household composition, or altered routines. Pay attention to whether your cat emerges enthusiastically when you seek them out, or if they seem reluctant to engage. A truly independent cat enjoying solitude will typically respond positively to interaction when it's offered, while a cat hiding due to emotional distress might remain withdrawn or show signs of anxiety when discovered. Coaxing a withdrawn cat back into social engagement requires patience and sensitivity. Create positive associations by offering treats, gentle petting, or quiet companionship near their hiding spot without forcing interaction. Gradually, as they begin to feel more secure, they'll likely spend less time in isolation. On the opposite end of the spectrum from hiding, excessive clinginess can also indicate loneliness in cats. If your cat has suddenly transformed into your shadow, following you from room to room, climbing onto your lap whenever you sit, or crying when you close the door between you, they may be expressing anxiety about separation. This Velcro cat behavior often develops after periods of being left alone or following changes in household routine that have reduced their social interaction. Your cat may become particularly clingy after you return from work or a trip, almost as if they're afraid you'll disappear again. While affection from your cat is certainly endearing, excessive dependence can indicate an unhealthy attachment style born from insecurity. A balanced relationship includes both quality time together and comfortable independence. If your cat seems unable to relax, unless they're in physical contact with you, they may be experiencing separation anxiety related to loneliness. Addressing clingy behavior involves providing reassurance while gradually building your cat's confidence in being alone. Establish predictable daily interaction routines so your cat learns they can count on regular attention. Create comfortable spaces throughout your home where your cat can feel secure in your absence, and consider leaving items with your scent when you must be away. A telling sign of feline loneliness is diminished enthusiasm during play sessions. Cats are natural hunters, with an instinctive drive for play that simulates stalking, chasing, and capturing prey. When a cat becomes emotionally withdrawn due to loneliness, this fundamental aspect of their nature often becomes subdued. You might notice your cat showing initial interest in toys, but quickly losing focus, batting half-heartedly at feather wands, or walking away mid-game. This behavior can be particularly noticeable if your cat previously displayed energetic engagement with the same toys. This reduced play drive isn't laziness. It's often a symptom of a deeper emotional state similar to depression in humans. Just as people experiencing depression may lose interest in previously enjoyable activities, lonely cats may seem to give up on play, as if they've lost hope that it will fulfill their social needs. Revitalizing your cat's play drive requires consistency and creativity. Short, frequent play sessions often work better than occasional marathon sessions. Rotate toys regularly to maintain novelty, and most importantly, make play interactive rather than expecting your cat to entertain themselves. Your participation transforms simple play into valuable social bonding that directly addresses their loneliness. One of the more frustrating signs of feline loneliness can be inappropriate elimination, urinating or defecating outside the litter box. While medical issues like urinary tract infections must always be ruled out first, emotional distress, including loneliness, is a common cause of this behavior. Cats may use inappropriate elimination as a form of communication when they're feeling insecure or neglected. The strong scent of their waste effectively sends a message: "I'm here, and I'm distressed." They may target your personal items, like clothing or bedding, areas where you spend significant time, or locations with prominent visibility. This behavior is not spite or revenge, despite how it might feel to discover a soiled favorite sweater. It's an instinctive response to emotional distress, and an attempt to self-soothe by mingling their scent with yours or making their presence more noticeable in the environment. Addressing litterbox issues related to loneliness requires a two-pronged approach: thorough cleaning of affected areas to remove lingering scents that might encourage repeat behavior, and more importantly, addressing the underlying emotional needs through increased attention, environmental enrichment, and potentially even the introduction of a feline companion if your lifestyle and home can accommodate another cat. Perhaps the most concerning sign of feline loneliness is the development of aggressive behaviors in a previously gentle cat. This aggression might manifest as hissing, swatting, biting, or attacking your hands and feet during petting sessions that previously were enjoyable for both of you. Loneliness-related aggression often stems from frustration and pent-up energy. Without appropriate outlets for their natural hunting and play behaviors, cats may redirect these instincts toward their human companions or other pets in the household. This aggression might seem unprovoked or may occur when you're attempting to leave the house, suggesting separation anxiety. Some cats display aggression specifically during petting, known as petting-induced aggression. While this can have multiple causes, It sometimes develops in lonely cats, who become overstimulated by the sudden intensity of physical contact after periods of isolation. Their nervous systems essentially become overwhelmed by the stimulation they simultaneously crave and find difficult to process. Addressing aggression requires understanding its triggers and providing appropriate alternatives. Regular play sessions that allow your cat to hunt appropriate toys can reduce redirected aggression. Respect your cat's body language during petting to avoid overstimulation, and most importantly, establish consistent daily interaction that prevents the frustration of prolonged loneliness. Now that we've explored the signs of loneliness in cats, let's discuss practical solutions to help your feline friend feel more connected and content. First and foremost, dedicate specific time each day for meaningful interaction with your cat. Even busy households can manage several 5 to 10-minute play sessions distributed throughout the day. Use interactive toys that simulate hunting experiences, wand toys, laser pointers, always ending with a catchable toy, or even homemade options like crumpled paper balls can provide engaging experiences that strengthen your bond. Enrich your cat's environment to provide stimulation when you're not available. Window perches with bird feeders visible outside create cat TV that can entertain for hours. Puzzle feeders transform mealtime into a mentally stimulating activity. Rotating toys regularly keeps their environment novel and interesting. Vertical space like cat trees and shelves allows for exploration and provides security through elevated resting spots. Consider your cat's sensory needs as well. Many cats enjoy soft background music or nature sounds when alone. Leaving a television tuned to nature programs can provide both visual and auditory stimulation. Pheromone diffusers like Feline can create a sense of security in your absence. If your schedule permits and your living situation allows, consider adopting a second cat for companionship. While this isn't appropriate for every cat or household, many cats genuinely benefit from having a feline friend, particularly if they're properly introduced and matched in terms of energy level and temperament. Kittens often adapt more easily to new companions than adult cats, though exceptions certainly exist. For cats who must spend significant time alone due to work schedules or other commitments, consider arranging for a pet sitter to visit midday for play and attention. Even a 30-minute visit can break up long periods of solitude and provide much-needed stimulation. Finally, never underestimate the power of simple affection. Many cats treasure quiet moments of connection, gentle grooming with a soft brush, calm petting sessions, or simply sitting nearby while speaking softly to them. These moments of bonding reassure your cat that they are valued members of your family. We've explored 10 key signs that your cat might be experiencing loneliness and provided practical solutions to address this often overlooked aspect of feline care. Remember that cats, despite their independent reputation, are social creatures with genuine emotional needs. Recognizing and responding to these needs isn't just about preventing behavioral problems, it's about ensuring your beloved companion enjoys a fulfilling, enriched life. The relationship between cats and humans is ancient and profound, dating back thousands of years. Our feline friends have adapted to living alongside us, developing communication methods specifically for human interaction and forming genuine attachments to their caregivers. When we recognize their social needs, we honor this evolutionary bond and create deeper, more meaningful connections with our cats. Whether you have a single cat who depends entirely on you for social fulfillment, or multiple cats who provide each other with companionship, taking time to understand your cat's emotional landscape will enhance both their quality of life and your relationship. A cat who feels securely attached and emotionally fulfilled will reward you with affection, playfulness, and the special joy that only a content feline companion can bring to your home. If you found this information helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more insights into feline behavior, health, and happiness. Share this video with fellow cat lovers who might benefit from understanding their own cat's needs better. Together, we can create a world where cats receive not just the physical care they need, but the emotional nurturing they deserve. Your cat has given you their trust and affection. Returning that gift through understanding and responsive care is one of the most rewarding aspects of the human-feline bond.